growing up and especially in the US, I think we've talked about this before. Growing up in the US, especially near Mexico, but on the US side, we were always I felt my experience was that I always felt like I was lesser than. And my process of tearing away those layers of untruth um, through my study of history um, has made me come to the perspective of, okay, maybe we can call them superstitions and maybe they are, but I can't dismiss the fact that I was programmed or propagandized to dismiss these knowledges. I was so to hold on to them is is kind of like a resistance and kind of like a reclaiming of saying, you know, maybe Western Judeo-Christian culture doesn't know everything.
Mm-hmm.
Scientific, supposedly, science and, has been really valuable and brought a lot of technology and improvements to life, to health, and to a lot of things. But it does come also with a certain point of view that's dismissive
Mm-hmm.
of certain ways of knowing and being in the world. So I would say, yes, it's healthy.
Yeah.
Long answer, but
Yeah,
yes.
I totally get what you're
Mm,
saying. Is that like it's kind of like, might be an oversimplification for like Westerners to come in and say, okay, this is the framework, and everything that doesn't fit in there, we get rid of. It's a
mm-hmm,
little bit simplistic in that sense. Like one thing that comes to my mind is that like you think of Chinese concepts, for instance, of like harmony and compatibility. Like if you're a water element, you're supposed to marry someone of a fire element, or if you have too much water in you, like the element of
mm,
water, you need to do something to counteract that. And maybe it's
mm-hmm,
not true in a literal sense, but there is definitely an idea of compatibility with people. You have to surround yourself with people who are compatible with you, and any excess in virtue or a characteristic would definitely be unhealthy. And there's definitely truth in that, even if it's not like a literal 1929 you're a fire element and 1945 you're a water element or whatever.
yeah.
There's definitely truth in that. And then there's also this idea within like Eastern cultures, there's more attention that you pay to ideas of like harmony and kind of like compatibility. Whereas you take a look like the Western, even the Judeo-Christian one, it's a very hierarchical sort of way of thinking.
Mm-hmm,
I see, and that you kind of need to take a look at both of them if you're going to get a holistic picture of anything. Does that make sense?
yes,
Yeah.
yes, definitely.
So yeah, and you can if someone's gonna be a little bit legalistic about it, you can definitely go at the end of it like, yeah, it's still not compatible with Christianity, but then at the same time, there's like a large chunk you ignore there. So anyway,
Mm-hmm,
once I agree with what you were saying. So there you go.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Want to shift to a different topic that makes sense?
Sure.